Well, it's been such a part of my life, it's kind of hard to separate. There's not a day that I'm on the street or someplace that someone doesn't yell, "Who you gonna call?"
Ernie,
Hey,
first of
Joe,
all,
what's up? What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. It's an honor to speak with you. Winston is my favorite Ghostbuster, so this is so cool for me. Look, I love Frozen Empire. It reminded me of the classic Ghostbuster adventures that you guys went on back in the 80s, but also something fresh and new. What were some of the themes you connected with Jason and Gil's story for Frozen Empire?
Yeah, first of all, I love, the story, like you said, it kind of moves into, we know we have to move into the future. We can't hang back. You know what I mean? It's a new generation. It's a new time. The world has changed and all the above, and bringing in the new cast who are truly professional and just extraordinary. But I also love the theme of Ghostbusters, which is there's a threat to, the world, and it's going to take all of us, the new team, the old team, to come together. And I hope that message sort of gets out, because I think families are that way. We think we can go off and do our individual thing, but the truth of the matter is we're kind of all in this together. And unless we can figure a way to laugh together or do something, we don't stand a chance. And for me, that's the message, that Ghostbusters has always had. And I think it's why people love it.
Absolutely. It's always a story about these four ordinary guys that saved New York 2 times over, and now this family, this extended family that's saving New York now. Now, what has Winston been up to since the last time we saw him in Ghostbusters Afterlife?
I have to take off my hat in appreciation to Sony and the filmmakers, especially Jason Reitman, for allowing the character to evolve. I mean, it's been 40 years. And I love the fact that Winston hasn't been sitting still. He's found a way to make some money. He's a billionaire. But he really appreciates the guys who were there for him when he needed a job the most, and he kind of looks out for them. But he also, has charity, but he also respects the ghosts enough to want to see beyond just running around and trapping them. What is causing this? How do we figure this out? So that lab that he creates, I mean, that's it just says a lot about who he is. And for me, as an African American, it's hopefully Winston is an example of how life should be. We should, as time goes on, we should grow and make the most of this opportunity that we have. And he reflects that, so I'm very thankful.
Absolutely. Now, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire blends nostalgia and new adventure. What was it like for you to kind of bridge these two worlds on set?
In some ways, it was almost like stepping into a postcard. I remember 40 years ago so clearly, you know what I mean? That's been over half my life. And to now, I step on the set and Billy's got his jumpsuit on and Annie's got her jumpsuit on. And I remember meeting them for the first time. And so it's like, wow, here we are again. And thankfully, we're all able to to go on this adventure together, and we're still at the top of our game. So we're not just here as tokens. I mean, we're bringing our game, and yet to see the young people, and I'm just in awe, because I mean, these are really talented people, but they have a love for the franchise. They have a love for Ghostbusters, and they're all so thankful to be a part of this. And we all have this respect for this fan base that supported this movie, even when there was nothing there. I mean, 20 years there was nothing, and they still made their jumpsuits and their backpacks. So we all wanted to present them with something that they would feel good about.
Absolutely. Now, reflecting on your journey with the Ghostbusters franchise, how has the character Winston impacted your career and personal life?
Well, it's been such a part of my life, it's kind of hard to separate. It's saying the fans, there's not a day that I'm on the street or someplace that someone doesn't yell, "Who you gonna call?" I've done a lot of movies and TV shows, and some have been very popular, but the Ghostbuster fans have always, been there, then tell me their stories. But again, it's how families have sort of come together. That's been truly amazing. I can't imagine the last 40 years, without, it's just been a part of my world. And I'm thankful, that there's one film, at least in my filmography, that so many people can relate to. And a lot of the stories are just very, very positive, and I'm just really appreciate that.
Well, Ernie, it's been an honor speaking with you. Like I said, Winston is my favorite Ghostbuster, so this is like a dream come true for me. So thank you so much for your time, sir. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you, man. Good luck with everything.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Ernie. Take
All
care.
right, you too.